Hello guys, Vic with PhoneArena here, and we're kicking off 2019 with a look at two of the weirdest phones out there. So let's take a closer look. First, we have the Unihertz Atom that we'll unbox in a second. This is one of the tiniest phones in existence, and it's really something special. It's a rugged phone, it's really tiny, and it lasts a long time. And here we have the Zenko S Pen, and this, believe it or not, this is not a smart pen. That's what it's called, but it's also a smartphone, and it has a display, it has a menu, it looks weird. Let's take a closer look. Let's first unbox the Unihertz Atom, then the Zanco S-Pen, and see why are these phones the weirdest ones that we've seen so far in 2019. Let's get going. So now that it's out of the box, the Unihertz Atom is an IP68 certified ruggedized phone with a lanyard that you can just keep on your wrist like this. It has a camera both on the back and the front, and it has this tiny display. It's really hard to type on this thing. It has a fingerprint scanner right below the screen, and it works pretty good actually. And you can do, well, basically you can play around with it, not worry about breaking it. It's a rugged phone. On the back, you have a single camera. The quality is pretty bad. Of course, you don't expect much from this, but this phone here costs around $250, so it's not exactly cheap. It runs Android 8.1. It's got this tiny display. So I'll just ask my colleague Jordan to hand me the OnePlus 6T here so you can take a closer look. Yeah, this thing is really tiny. Let's take a closer look at the specs. The specs are 64 gigabytes of storage, which is pretty good. You have an octa-core 2 GHz chip, 2000 mAh battery, the screen is 2.45 inches, 16 megapixel camera with autofocus, Android 8.1 Oreo, 4G LTE connectivity, and a really tiny display. Okay, so next up we have this thing here, the Zanco S-Pen, or whatever it's called. Now this is what it looks like. This is a companion device, but you can also put your SIM card in it and use it as your main smartphone. And it costs just $50. Right now it's on Kickstarter, so it's not completely finalized, but it's getting there. And this thing is weird. It has a menu that you navigate with this D-pad here. The same navigation that we used in the 1990s, I guess, early 2000s. You have a camera both on the front and the back. Well, let's try and take a selfie. Oh, you have to unlock it. And you need to insert a memory card in order to take a picture. That's how basic this thing is. You have a laser pointer on the top if you want to use it with your presentations. And of course, it also acts as a smart pen or an S Pen, and you can use it with your smartphone to draw or to just navigate it more precisely. Let's take a look at the box. Nano size phone, SIM contacts, 3 days standby time, but we guess if you use this sparely you can get even more in terms of battery life. You have a color screen, which is kind of funny to mention 2018-19. And special features, you have Bluetooth connectivity. You can connect this to your main phone via Bluetooth, and you have an SD slot, radio, MP3, 2 cameras, 2 mics, 1 speaker, stylus pen, laser pen, and that's it. These two right here are definitely two of the weirdest phones that we've ever seen around. What do you think about them? Would you ever consider buying one of these? This is actually a good idea if you want to withdraw from your main smartphone with something that you're just not gonna use much. And this thing is not good for much. Okay, this is Victor with PhoneArena signing off. Thanks for watching this video. Hit us with the comments what you think about these phones, and I'll talk to you in the next one.